Rolling.
Hey everyone, this is 1 week's worth of what we call fuzzies. Fuzzies are those annoying little paper borders that you get on perforated notebook paper. The point of this is that they were driving me crazy in my school classroom, so we collected them for 1 week, and what I'm going to do is to reconstitute these into a piece of paper. Why am I doing that? I have no life, but why are you watching this? That means you have even less of a life than I do. So in order to get these out, I thought it would be a good idea to fill this with water. So I'm going to put water into the fuzzies like this, with the hopes that once they get soggy they'll be easier to take out than if they were dry. I'll be filming this in stages because I don't feel like doing the whole of this tonight. So stay with me and watch the next episode. Thank you. So now we're trying to get the paper out by any possible means. I'm just going to get a sharp instrument. I don't have one. Okay. We're going to get all this into the tub and it'll soak at least overnight. And then we'll mash it up to make it into a piece of paper. I'll show you that in a few minutes. Are you getting those? Yeah. Now this pulp has been sitting for several days, and it probably shouldn't have, but I got busy. And if I didn't mention it already, I don't want you to think I'm an expert at this, I'm just experimenting here. But I know we've got to pulp up this paper, so I'm putting it in a blender, and then I'm going to add a little more water because it's a bit too thick. Right, please ask your mum and dad first before you use their blender. And make sure the lid is firmly on. I'm going to put it on a puree. Get it nice and fine. And now I've got over here a kind of Tupperware Rubbermaid container. I'm going to pour that in, and you can see from here it's quite thin. Mix it around a little bit. Green on here. Now you're going to need some kind of a screen. This is a photo frame or a picture frame that I had lying around, and you can see that I've put some insect screen. Filming this, I would wait a little longer for this to drip out, but I'm an impatient person and I want to move on. This is going to be a very thick piece of paper. Over here I've got some old cloths, and this is where I'm going to flip the paper so that they can drain and dry. And I'm quite sure it won't come out neatly all in one, but that's part of the beauty of it. The edges are going to be nice and homemade looking. Just pressing that down gently and then hoping that this will lift off. Oh, it's not. Then I give it a shake, and that's so-so. You can see that it's going to be paper, and I'm going to cover it over with this and pat it down to absorb. You'll see over here there's one that I made a little earlier. Oops, it's sticking. Ugh. Okay, that's not very good, is it? But this is a lot thinner, this one. But even these small fragments I'm going to be able to use to make some homemade little cards and things like that. Here's a thicker one that I made. When this is dry, this will come up. That's a better one. And then also you can use a paper mold like this to dip into the pulp and bring up and let it dry into a paper form. So there we are. I'll show you the dried paper when it's done. So here we are with the fuzzies drying into their new constituted paper. Now there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 I think, and also that paper mold which has the pulp in it. That's going to take a long time to dry. What I have found while I was doing this is that the ones on the cloth I don't think are going to come off very easily. I think they're going to get meshed into the fabric, and I think I'll have a hard time pulling them off. But these others that I've put on foil, I'm hoping that when everything's dry they'll come off easily. See how this one I used some food colouring, and over here on this one I've used petals, some little tiny flowers on the paper. Oh, there's an ant who wants to be on YouTube. So this one has a lot of texture in it, and this one has various thin spots that you can see peeping through. So I'll take another shot when they're nice and dry and see what we've got. So the paper has stayed out overnight to dry, and this one you'll see has cat footprints on it. Hasn't really enhanced it at all, but it's quite thick as well. You can see the thickness of that paper. On the whole, I'm pleased. This one did not work. This was too thin and I couldn't get it off the back of the foil. As I said in the beginning, it was kind of an experiment, and I'm not pretending I know how to do all this. I just thought it would be a good idea. This one is still damp, but and it has a lot of texture. This one is my least favourite. It's gaudy, don't like the effect. But if you see on the side of the foil was on it, it's very, very smooth on this side. This one is my favourite because I like the little flower petals that it's got on it. And one side is smooth. Those little flecks that you see are all petals. They've dried into the paper. And this will make a really pretty, some kind of greeting card or note card. This one was thin. Came off so-so. I can use it for something. And then some more pieces that are just more of the same kind of thing. So probably nothing in this batch that I'll use in its entirety as a piece of paper, but I certainly can cut them up and make some interesting cards. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I hope you can now deal better with your fuzzies.